the water. I love going to the beach, but I hate going out with my family. I never got to actually enjoy going out into the water. It's the same boring lecture for me to avoid drowning. It starts with getting negative comments about my swimsuit, wearing shoes so my feet don't touch anything past the sand, and never going out too far where the water only goes barely up to my knees. I feel like I'm missing out when I see other people around me. Some have really nice swimsuits, others go far enough to use a boogie board to float on. That sounds nice, but I'm just a kid. What can I do to finally have some fun? My siblings get to have fun. Two of them are in college, and the other two have their own friends, and I'm too old to be around them. Whenever we go, it's just me who is going in the water. My younger siblings just sit in the beach chairs. It was later in the summer when my parents wanted to go to the beach before my siblings and I had to go back to school. My older siblings were also going, but not in the same location. I originally hadn't want to go, but I hadn't gone swimming since spring break. I was desperate, but I knew I wouldn't have any fun. I couldn't tag along with my older siblings because they were doing their own thing, so I asked what to do so I don't wallow and sulk. One basically said, "Don't go, no one is putting a gun to your head." The other said to just ignore my parents calling to me. It doesn't help that I'm known to be a goody two-shoes, so I went with the latter. We got ready and arrived at the beach. I heard my parents call out to me before I got in the water not to go too far. I nodded my head and proceeded to go until the water reached my ankles, then my calves, then my knees, and to my upper thighs. My younger siblings sat in the beach chairs smiling and making faces at me, like they were going to tell on me. My parents saw me and yelled for me to walk closer to shore. Ignoring them, I continued until the water reached my stomach and then my chest. It felt liberating, and I can actually swim around without my feet scraping against the sand. This is so fun. So much better than my previous trips. I wanted more. I want to have even more fun. I wanted to put my swimming lessons to the test. I swam out until my feet couldn't touch the sand anymore. All those swimming techniques and tricks that I acquired, I could actually use them for the first time. And the only time. I got so lost in my amusement, I didn't notice that the waves picked up. It wasn't dark or raining, and the flag was green. I slowly made my way back, but no matter how much I swam, I couldn't reach where my feet came in contact with the sand. Oh no, I did swim out too far, and the waves are getting bigger and coming in faster. My eyes and ears were getting blurry, and my mouth was full of water. I eventually got tired and started floating. Luckily, somebody saw me, and I drifted back to the shore. When I came to, I looked around for my parents, as I probably worried them, coughing, rubbing my eyes, and knocking water out of my ears. Nothing. A moment later, I found them. Instead of asking me if I was okay, they shouted at me. I assumed it was because I went out when I wasn't supposed to. What did I do besides that? It was my swimsuit. Apparently, whoever rescued me did it so they could get a better look at me in my somewhat revealing swimsuit. I kept that in mind next time. Not because I got rescued, but to eventually go with other people rather than alone.